Hello everyone, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you might have noticed that my most popular videos are about DIY clothespin ornaments. And I've had two of those so far, so today I'm going to be sharing with you my third video, and I'm going to be creating these three adorable vintage clothespin ornaments. Now, as you can see from this stash I have here, I have plenty of clothespins still. Small ones, the ones that you pinch, the more vintage style, and this is a deep box, so I definitely have other videos planned in the future as well. For this first ornament, I am going to be making a little sock monkey, and I have to drill a hole through the entire middle of the clothespin and one on the back there just about halfway through. Those are going to be for the arms and the tail. I'm going to be painting the entire thing brown, and I'm using milk chocolate Americana craft paint. After finishing painting the entire thing brown, I'm going to use a paint color called Oyster Beige, and these are going to be some additional details on the little sock monkey. So I'm just painting the top of the clothespin. This is going to be the hat, and I'm also going to be using the same color for the little feet. So just two little semicircles at the bottom of each clothespin. Now, tell me in the comments down below if you've ever been a sock monkey person. I've never actually owned one. I had tons of stuffed animals growing up, but I never had a sock monkey. I do think they're really cute though. I'm also using the same color to do a little patch around where the mouth is going to go. It's kind of a football shape, and usually I use Posca paint pens for small details, but this one is so small I'm just using regular paintbrush. I'm going to be using red paint to also paint the mouth of the monkey, again just the same football shape, and it's a little bit smaller than that oyster beige color there on the middle. Using my lamp ebony black, I'm using my dotting tool, and this looks a little funny. It looks like those are the eyes, but that's actually the nostrils, and here are the eyes. And it's a really cute, small, simple little face. After doing the eyes and the nose, I also use my dotting tool to do a thin line across the middle of the mouth to give him kind of a little smile. And there's the finished cute little face. I think it's really adorable. Now while that's drying, I drew about 6 little ovals or half ovals on this felt and cut them out, and these are going to be later for the hands and the tail. To complete the hat, I put a little bit of hot glue around the rim of his head, and I cut a small piece of jute just to wrap around the outside, so this is going to be the brim of the hat. Now, how in the world are we going to hang this ornament? I'm going to put a little bit of glue right in the center of the hat, glue the string that will be the hanger, and then on top of that a little pom-pom. So that pom-pom is going to hold down the string, and that's the complete hat. After tying a little knot at the top, that is how we hang the ornament from the tree, and it's very cute and simple. Now this piece of metal is going to be the arms, and using that hole that I had drilled earlier, I'm going to slide the piece of metal through, and this is definitely way too long right now, and wouldn't it be terrifying if monkeys had arms that were that long? That would be quite scary, but don't worry, I'm going to trim them down. I just made it extra long so I knew how long they should be in the end. I can always make things shorter, I can't make things bigger, so I always make sure that they're a little bit longer at the beginning. After trimming them down to the right size, I then start adding the little hands, and that is the felt that I cut out earlier. So carefully hot gluing a little bit on top of the end of the wire, I'm going to do the same thing, just hot gluing one to the bottom. And I'm going to be doing the same process for both hands. Now these are a little bit funny shaped, so after I glued them down, I just trimmed up the ends so that they didn't look so square. I wanted them to look a little bit rounder, so I did that after I had glued them to the metal. And I did the same thing for the tail. I put a little bit of glue on that hole in the back, trimmed the tail to the right size, and then added the little felt and trimmed that up as well to make the little end of the tail. And the last finishing touch for the painting part is a cute little heart on the sock monkey. That's kind of like the iconic shape that you see on the chest of the monkey. Now this is where I thought I was done, and I thought something looks weird, and I realized he didn't have ears. I had even pulled out the pom-poms, so just gluing 2 little brown pom-poms down, and there is the finished little sock monkey. Really cute, really adorable. I think it's one of my favorite ornaments that I make. For ornament number 2, I'm going to take this little eye hook and twist it into the top of the clothespin, and that is how I'll hang the ornament. And there is the little eye hook on the top, and I painted the entire clothespin red, and this is going to be Santa Claus. So this little patch of skin I'm painting here is his face, and it honestly can be kind of wobbly and weird because we're going to cover it up with something called snow-tex. And snow-tex, if you've never heard of it, is just a really kind of fluffy, chunky looking textured, kind of like paint, but it does dry hard and it will stick to the surface of wood. I have painted with snow-tex before, and for years and years it has not come off and it hasn't yellowed or changed color, so it's a really great way to add a snow texture to your crafts. I did the little hat around the top of that eye hook, and now I'm putting a little bit around the side to make Santa's face and also, of course, his beard. After doing the beard, you can also carefully do small details. Just by using a small paintbrush, I'm going to be doing the little mustache there in the center. Now this does take a little while to dry. I ended up letting it lay there overnight, but it really doesn't take hours and hours. But do check back and make sure it's nice and dry before you start painting because it's a little squishy. After it dried, I added cute little cheeks to Santa's face, and I'm going to just be doing simple little eyes, a simple little nose, and a simple little smile. And that is it. Here is the finished ornament. So this one is really quick and simple, not near as many parts as the sock monkey, and it looks really adorable on your Christmas tree. For the third ornament, I'm going to be painting the top a skin color, this middle part a nice red, a little white belt around the center, and then both legs are going to be painted completely black, including the inside of the clothespins. And this is going to be a little toy soldier, so I'm adding the little buttons. If you've seen my first video, I did a different style of toy soldier, and this one's going to have a little pom-pom ball hat, kind of like the soldiers that you see guarding Buckingham Palace. I thread a string up through the hat and thread it back through the middle to create the hanger for the ornament. And I need to look up what these hats are called. I'm sure they have a special name. If anybody out there knows, tell me in the comments what these hats are that these soldiers wear. But this is a really cute little pom-pom ball for the hat, and I just tie it twice to make sure it's nice and tight and it won't come back through. And on top of that little knot, that's where I'm going to put the glue. So adding a little bit of hot glue to that, I'm then going to stick that on top of the clothespin just to secure it, and that is how it'll hang from the tree. Using my dotting tool, I'm going to be doing again a simple little face, a couple of little eyes, a simple little smile. I debated on doing a nose, but I thought it would look a little funny, so I liked it just the way it was. I did do a couple little highlights in the eye though. And here is the finished ornament. So this one again, really fast, really simple, but again, one of my favorites. I really do like this ornament as well. And here they all are together. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you love Christmas all year round. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.